Hey, what's going on, you guys? It is Super Player NegativeAE, and welcome back to Valhalla. Last we left off, we had just talked to Kira Mickey. That is her name. We talked to Boss Guy, and I think we talked to Dorothy. No, we didn't talk to Boss. We did talk to Boss Guy. We talked to Boss Guy, Dorothy, and Machine Robot Man. It looks like the guys in this game are drinking real heavy, and the girls are drinking like bitter and sweet stuff. So I gotta remember that. I don't know if I have to remember that, but it's probably what I'll do in the long run. Thursday, December 15th. Good evening. Oh, hi there. Ooh, I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put on the helmet again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. I mean, I like my song choice, so time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. Huh. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at what, dude? Girl? A glass with a signature. I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Mickey girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The stoic looking duo, right? Yeah, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see. Want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for what? A few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know? Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss? The ones filling your phone's memory? Some seem sneakily taken and at that. What the fuck? Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. She wants a bad okay. So I guess I like that person. I guess I like my boss. Do I like my boss like sexually? Bad touch. Bad touch. Two powder delta. The Flanger Guide and Carmotrine. Ooh, I could make this big. Ooh, I could make this so big right now. All on the rocks and mixed. Let's just fucking do it. We haven't done it yet. Let's just double someone's order. I mean, we might have done it before, but let's just double it right now. A lot of alcohol, I will say. I hope this doesn't mean that I mess it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. I hope that doesn't mean that I mess it up. I hope they just still take it. Here you go. This is one big... Are you hitting on me? You wish. So, who's Damien again? The one with the nice car? Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. And what's wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role playing? Sounds more like the nickname of some heavy-handed writer or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you ever heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll around in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... See, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago, it was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else by your side? Using them as a pillow? Aww. Mixing your perfume with theirs? Putting your head on their chest and listening to them breathe as they pet your head? Aww. Dozing off knowing they're there watching you, protecting you? Aww. Jill. Anything I can make you I can make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns up for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would you? Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different, experimental. Uncommon? Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Serve that? Here you go. What? I'll take it anyways, but no tip for this one. No! That... You know, your order... Yeah. Your orders are super weird today, girl. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brantini and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, sometimes I feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason why you left Damien is because he was too... something. Normal? Maybe. I always click way too fast. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they've prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember it was petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist society. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything everyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So, you think such a person exists? I don't know. Don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the same name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also rarely muddied overall. There's something else that worries me, though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, at this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you just can't say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for the night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know. That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out. I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say a big Bantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. That is easy. That I can do. Unfortunately, we're not getting the perfect bonus because she wanted something fancy. And like, evidently, a drink inside of a fucking fedora is not fancy enough for her. Oh, okay, I can't add more. That's interesting. All aged and mixed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Are you serious? It's aged. I had to add so many of these. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why. That's why I messed it up, because I didn't add enough of those. Age that shit, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a Brantini. Here. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is the BTC got a hold of a bunch of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about all the people that don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some may say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's besides my point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your client, or? I don't. It's always from behind many filters, as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs. They were just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know. Maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something. Give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well then, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Ow. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that... Did he just smack me in the ass? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Pretty fucking sleazy, this man. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience, I'm just not a part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. Alright, well, he likes beer. I know what he likes. It's probably a big beer too. 2 powdered Delta. 4 Flangerheim. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All mixed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. That is a beer if I've ever seen one. The usual. Sure, this will work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working hard to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan T. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, he had to blackmail the editors of the other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you'd find when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Huh? Oh yeah. That big-titted Lilum was here? She came here yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip worthy? No. Tabloid worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't already know. Fine. Hey, kid. You think Lilum have nipples? Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday, while interviewing the Lilum chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. But even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits on a Lilum look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough? Man, God bless those sons of bitches. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How could one share when there's honestly nothing to share? Uh-huh. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Hairbringer or the Harbringers? Not really. Are they horsemen? There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid, give me a bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Okay. I've never made a bleeding Jane before. Either I have and I don't remember it. You look like a fool. Interesting. It's blended. He likes big shit. I feel like he'll like big shit. So we'll just give him big shit, and if he, you know. Fuck. Fuck. Why do I keep doing that? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 6 of this. This is all blended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a bleeding Jane if I've ever seen one. Here. Simple enough for you, I see. Well, I had to reset like twice. So I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar, is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the Bears. Where is she? She's out running some bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered the underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored. What can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? I can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. She threw it so hard her arm fell off. Jesus Christ. You have to throw a ball pretty damn hard for your arm to fall completely to the floor. In fact, it's impossible, but it's besides the point. But that sounds more like a unsubstantiated rumor. If that's possible, I'm gonna fucking be super surprised. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. Yeah. Hey, we get to save. That was interesting. We got to meet what's her name? Hacker. We're gonna go ahead and save it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Lots of roguelike and visual novel content on the channel. This kind of falls under that visual novel umbrella, so it's cool. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, wherever it may be, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, you guys.